Diyan ako dyan. Diyan ako dito lang.
Dito na sa kwan sa
Thermal
city.
Pogs. Thermal Pogs.
Pobre!
Ano sir?
Bridget?
Ako lagi kang smile, pre, ha?
Oh, so day.
Ay, no. Di man si... Di man si Tuts, dili.
Ha?
Di ka diba ganyan na, si Ikon to. Ay, sa amin si Tuts.
You see?
Oh, kasi Pichi mo na isa.
Kisa na, kisa na.
Kayo, kita nila. Surprise.
Kisa na. Kisa na, QC.
Ano yun?
Tapos kimahilos. Adios. Jesse, kisa na, siguro? Terus kimahilos, tiyak tau. Baru sih. Kas. Ada na. Oh, kas.
Dugo, yes, Darius.
Yes, Darius lagi sa. Sini.
Bade!
Sini Darius?
Daring.
Darius. Yes, lagi sa Quezon City di Mas Darius. Dia mabug doon siya.
Pugon.
Sa?
Pugon.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please go while waiting. Pa-rename ko sa inyo ang mga kuan, ma'am sir, sa inyo ang account sa Zoom. for you to be acknowledged. Nayuban wala nakarini manggod. Welcome to what's that, sir? Uy, Ogun branch. Sound.
Brother. Brother.
Hello Brad, may hapon na Brad.
Sir Mark.
Hello, Peox. Kumusta?
May hapon.
May hapon.
May hapon diha.
Chef Doctor!
Check Buster. Sama, larga na, larga na.
Hoy.
Sige na, Chef Doctor! Prepare na ko!
Larga na ta.
Gira. Uy, siya.
Si Kuya.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Time check. It's 4:03.
Ngayong hapon, Ma'am Kay.
Ay. Maghapon, sir. So 38 participants pa nga. We are expecting more than 55 ka-accounts or participants per account ni siya ha. So 38 pa ang naa. Please ko sa mga wala pa para maka-start on time and humanta on time.
Morning.
Good morning, Sir Art.
Sir Art. May hapon, Sir Art.
May hapon. Naging snack na mo? Kami, human na. Morning, Frank.
Dili man snack amo, Sir Art. Panihapon na.
Ay. Muna rin po. May hapon. Ganyan buntag, advance may snack. So, panihapon na. Mag-clean yung otro, panihapon karon. Free mark. Okay kayo.
Pare Arthur. Pre. Sir Art, may hapon.
Nga po, Ricals. Ako scanner, aman. Free. Nga po, free. Nga po. Ako scanner, be. Amping po yan, amping.
Jul, nakapokus kay Jul. Dam.
Recording in progress.
So time check, 4:12 na in the afternoon. Can we start at exactly 4:15? So good afternoon, everyone. All settled, please. So 4:15 na, let's start. So mayong hapon sa tanan, FICCO employees, headed by our ever-dynamic Chief Executive Officer, Sir Edgardo A. Micayaba. Sir, good afternoon. To our regional managers, branch managers, branch and admin supervisors, and to all who patiently waited for this webinar. I hope na okay mong tanan despite aning pandemic na atong naka-experience karon. And for the information of everyone, this webinar will be in two parts. The first part, which is addressing concerns of one's well-being during this pandemic, which will happen in a while. And the second part would be managing stress and anxiety in time of the pandemic, which will be on August 12 at 4 in the afternoon. To begin with, let us bow down our heads and acknowledge the presence of our Lord.
Our gracious God, whom we call Abba, Father, Allah, Magbabaya, Bathala, and many other names, we acknowledge the greatness and kindness you have faithfully shown us. We thank you for entrusting to us, members and leaders, this honor of serving you and your people through the cooperative. We pray for you to touch our hearts, to be filled with compassion, to serve joyfully and selflessly in the spirit of volunteerism. Grant us the humility and wisdom to learn from each other, and break any wall that may try to divide us as we work to carry out our mission together in love, patience, and unity. Transform and bless the cooperative movement to be your instrument for nation building. We offer to you our cooperative endeavors through our continuing collective efforts to glorify your name and ask you to bless the rest of our day and our activities. To you alone, our one God, we offer our praises and prayers. Amen.
Amen. To the Father and Son and the Holy Spirit. So once again, good afternoon, everyone. Before we start, if you have any questions during the presentation, pwede ninyo siya i-chat sa ato ang chat box and we will let our guest speaker answer your questions later. So let me introduce our guest speaker for this two-day webinar. She is a BS in Psychology graduate from Xavier University. She finished her Master of Arts in Education, major in Guidance and Counseling from Xavier University. Allied and Sciences Guidance Counselor at Liceo de Cagayan University, and a proud FICCO volunteer for 16 years. Without further ado, please help me welcome Ms. Rosalie Ferreira Falls, RGC RPM MAE GC. A virtual round of applause, please.
Hello, everybody. Hello to the FICCO family, the FICCO employees, to our CEO, Sir Egay, to the regional managers, to our HR officer, Ms. Martha, and to everyone else, the managers in the respective departments and branches of FICCO, and to all the employees of FICCO, thank you for being around. I know you're still busy there working. Some of you are still working while others are already done. And I am glad that you are already settled at some point. And I'm so happy to see each one of you in your social distancing part of you, no? So, good afternoon once again. I am in my office right now because last time I was at my home and then the signal wasn't that good enough. So I went back to the office, although we are restricted to come. But since it's a webinar, so I asked our admin to let me in for such occasion. And I am glad to be able to share to you some tips on how to manage and to take good care of ourselves. The first the first part will be on our well-being, and the second part will be all about your stress and anxiety management, no? So which we will be discussing later. And at this point, it will just be very, very brief, but however, I hope you'll be able to catch points on this aspect of our webinar, no? And to some of you, I do miss most of you, those I have known of, no, to Kuya Johnson and everyone else there. So Kuya Junjun, and I believe you're all there. I've seen Lionel very noisy and been very conversant, no, kaganina. So I miss the laughters of all the faculty of all the FICO family, no. So I am glad. So today, without further ado, I say good afternoon to the person beside us. No, we might be able to touch them, but at least we give them a smile and say good afternoon to every one of you. Say good afternoon, please, and say wave to them and say hi. Good afternoon. And of course, to yourself, can you give yourself a say good afternoon myself? Hi, Lionel. Okay, so good afternoon to each one of you and welcome to our webinar for today. Allow me to share my screen, okay, so that you'll be able to see it. Okay. I'm just gonna have it full screen first, so that you'll be able to see the depths of it. I hope it's gonna work my end. Should you have questions later on, please don't hesitate to ask or to chat in the chat box so that we'll be able to answer it, okay? So the topic that I'm sharing to you is all about FICCO, taking care of my well-being in times of the uncertainty, okay? So what does this mean? Uncertainty means we are not sure about, or we are not sure about when will this pandemic end, simply because we're into this pandemic. No one knows when COVID will end, because every day it's the escalating cases that we have. But however, we have to make sure that we are well, we are safe. Though we have this pandemic, but it will not break us as a person. This may shake us a bit, this may bruise us a bit, no, our experiences, but this will not let stop us from doing things that we need to do. However, with safety precautions. Okay, so we look forward to better days in God's time, in some at some time soon. But at this as of this moment, no, let us keep ourselves safe. Although we are working, but the best measure for that is to be safe no matter what. Okay, so I'd like to know, kumusta Montanan? How are you? How are we feeling? How are we doing right now? So if you think so, you are feeling good. You may say to yourself, I feel good now. If you think so, you don't feel good and you need help, you can chat also. Ask for Kate to, if you think so, you need further help, especially for counseling or for further evaluation of yourself or help. There'll be psychologists and psychiatrists will be referring you if ever, no. But as of this time, kumusta Montanan? How are you feeling? And it's been a while that you haven't been seeing each other, no. Although we are seeing each other somewhat in on online, pero much about do nothing. Like before, you have to see each other face to face. Now, we are restricted to be able to get near each other. But I hope that you are well and good. Okay? So now I will be navigating into this part. Okay, I'll be telling to you about, although this is self-care, but I'll be telling you about mental health also, which is connected to our next topic, next meeting. Okay? So what is it all about? Mental health. Okay, mental health is a state of well-being in which the individual realizes one's own abilities and potential. What does this mean? You know what are your strengths, you know where you're good at, you know which area of yourself does need to improve, okay? Is there ever a time in your life or a day or so that you try to check onto yourself? How am I feeling? How am I doing? Am I okay? Am I good? Kumusta ba ko? Asa ba ko maayo? Asa pod ko nga area, dili maayo. So in other words, am I progressing? As a manager in this area, do I progress in my work? Am I doing well? Am I working well with my office mates? Am I engaging well with the members of the community? How about myself? How am I feeling? How am I doing? So, did you ever check on yourself lately, or basit busy lang mo kayo sa pagtrabaho, nalimtan yung visit inyong kaugalingon? So from time to time, check on yourself kung kumusta mo, o how things are with you, no? Nag-improve ba mo from the last year, from the last month, or from the years ahead? O if ever po, nag-improve ba po mo? Did you progress? Did you go to school kung gusto niyo ng education or knowledge? Or did you also improve in your skills, in your areas where you are not so good at, or in your communication skills, were you able to improve yourself? Did you enroll into further studies on equipping yourself or on building self-confidence? So there are areas where you think so you are good at, but there are areas that you are not good at, but however, you want to progress. So you have to learn to realize what are these areas so that you'll be able to help yourself and someone else will be able to help you. Okay? So I hope you go revisit that part of, remember, there will be feedbacks along the way for you. Accept feedback, so whether it's positive or not positive, because from those feedbacks, you'll be able to grow as a person, to grow as a professional, and to be able to improve as you. Okay? And then please do not allow yourself to be limiting into this area. Learn to unlearn and learn to relearn. In other words, what does it mean? Although we know about this, but there are areas that we also want to know about. So progress, because learning is a continuous process. So therefore, we learn accordingly. So try as much as you can to learn more, no? If you're good in accounting, if you're good in tailoring, if you're good into loans, so progress more, perhaps in communication, perhaps on updating, so there are or engagement with people. So these are areas where you may good at or you may not be good at, okay? And then copes adequately with the normal stresses of life. Stress is normal in our lives, no? However, how we manage it, how we cope up with it matters the most. So it's important that we learn to recognize what stress us, what steers us, no, what challenges us, what makes us not sleeping, because stress allows us to be able to set alarm on ourselves that there is something going on within our system, no? But if stress disturbs you in your sleeping, therefore you are really under stress, okay? In your normal day-to-day life, you are disturbed by it, so therefore you are really shaken by stressors unless you come into the normal part of it, no? So, well, of course, the other side of stress is dessert. So you may look at stress. Example of stressors, maybe your work, no? You have deadlines and you have to do it. To you who knows that there is deadline, so you work on it. To those who are under stress, instead of doing meeting the deadlines, they do a lot of things rather than focusing on the work. So they are into stress because they have to meet the deadlines and they have to burn their midnight candles, which means they have to work overnight just to finish it rather than spending it out wisely. That's why it's time management also, so that we will not be stressed with what we're doing. Or example of being stressed, no? Another way of doing stress is that when you have reports, it's either you take the report as a challenge, so you prepare for it, or you take the report as a burden for you. So you will be stressed because that may be something else for you to do. Okay. So when a manager will ask you, please do this report, and then you are not good at it, but you have to do something about it, and therefore that is a good stress. But if you know you don't know about it and you're not doing about it, the more you'll be stressed. So therefore, stress is about making perspectives, looking for a much better perspective, whether you look at it in a more light or a positive light or a different light of it. So let's deal with it one way of the time, and then you process it. Learn to have focus in what you're doing, and then learn to manage it, no, so that you'll be able to place things all together. Now, displays resilience in the face of extreme life events. As of this time, our life event, no, our greatest life event is, of course, this pandemic. So some of us may have encountered COVID. Some of us may have families who have COVID, or we are also no being challenged into keeping ourselves in shape, no, or well. And then others are having difficulty at it, no. So the resilient person learns from this, adapts from this one, and then copes up from this one, no, that he or she may be able to bounce from this one. As we say, our problems, our concerns will not last long. Even this pandemic will not last long. However, while we are into this process, we allow ourselves to understand this. We allow ourselves to embrace this one so that we can address it, no, and we can bounce from this. We can pick up ourselves from this. That whatever challenges we will be having, we will be able to pick up from all of these ones one step at a time, by and by. Okay. And then, are you working productively in your office? No? Are you working fruitfully? Do you deliver your work on time? Do you meet up the deadlines? If there are expectations from you and your office, were you able to deliver the report well? To the regional managers, were you able to manage your people around? Were you able to check on each one of them, or each branches, each person? To the managers who are into this area, were you able to look into the people that you're working? Have you ever asked them, kumusta mo? Did you ever sit down and talk with them, each one of them? Sometimes, in our workplace, we need to learn to sit down with our companions, no? Even if you're the manager, try to check onto your companions in the office, no? Kindly call them in the office and say, "Kumusta ka? How are you? How are you feeling right now? How are you coping?" No? To the regional managers, you check on your managers. How are they? Because if we check on them, therefore, we are letting them know that someone cares for them. Is the CEO checking on the RMs, no? Or is he checking on their welfares also, not just on the aspect of welfare for work, but for them himself? Did you ever try to ask them, how are you doing? Kumusta ka? How are you coping right now? How do you feel about yourself or around you? So these ones also, or even the HR, how do you check on the people around you? HR is not supposed to be threatening. It's about approaching people so that they will have a beautiful stay in your workplace, no? That they will be able to look into you and go to you when they have problems or concerns, because you will be facilitating. Did you ever also try to check on each one of them? You will not be able to manage all of them, but at some point, randomly checking on people so that they will know that whenever they are in difficulty, they have people to look into and they have people to go to. Although you are all mature, but there is some point in your life that you also want to be checked so that you'll be able to deliver what is expected of you, because there are times that we are not okay and there are also times that we are okay, but it is up to us also to learn to recognize when are we okay and when are we not okay, when do we need help and when do we not need help. Okay, so that we will be fruitful in our workplace, no, and then we become productive. Okay, thus we'll be able to contribute to the community as a whole. So this is very, very important that we learn to recognize our strength, our contribution to the world, and most of all, our own worth as a person. How is my self-worth? Kumusta ko? Kaya ko ba ni? Can I do this? Okay? So it's about like that, no? So this is what we had it from the RA, from the Mental Health Awareness Act of the Philippines, okay, or even in the world. Okay, I'll proceed. Now, what is self-care? Okay, self-care is doing anything that allows you to continue fighting and to continue moving forward, no? Self-care is about taking care of oneself, and it's about self-love, no? Do you love yourself? We keep on asking others, do you love me? But have you ever come across of asking yourself, Martha, do I love you? Or okay, do I love you? Like yourself, ba? Did you ever find time to talk to yourself? No? Did you ever try to check onto yourself? Am I doing well right now? Do I feel well? Am I still sleeping well? Am I still sleeping soundly? Kumusta ko? Why am I crying? What made these tears come along? So you have to check on yourself. Try to revisit yourself once in a while, because self-love is also self-care at its best, no? Now, self-care is any activity that we do deliberately in order to take good care of ourselves mentally, emotionally, psychologically, financially, spiritually, and even our physical health. Mostly right now, our physical health is really very important, especially in these times of pandemic. And thus, our mental well-being really matters most because of the conditioning of our mind to positivity in spite and despite of all that we are going through, no? Now, self-care is about knowing what we need to do in order to take good care of ourselves so that we'll be able to take good care of others, no? That is, if I don't take good care of myself, how can I take good care of others? How can I give what I do not have? Remember, you are most important first. And then when you find time for yourself, then others will become important to you too. So make sure that you have to check on yourself. You cannot pour from an empty cup, no? There is nothing for you to give if you don't have it, no? You can't ask somebody to love you when you have not loved yourself. You can't ask somebody to take care of you when you haven't taken good care of yourself. So it goes back to you first and then to others, okay? You can't demand from others to love me and stay with me when you haven't stayed with, you have let go of yourself. So allow yourself to be loved by you so that you can love others in return. Allow yourself to take good care of yourself. How to take good care of ourselves right now? We bath well, we pamper ourselves well, we eat well. So there are parts of it that we have to be reminded about, okay? And self-care is an attitude that says, I am responsible for myself. No one is responsible for me first but me, and then others will follow, okay? You are accountable to yourself. You are answerable to yourself, but whatever will happen to you, you will have to learn to stand up for yourself, okay? And self-care helps you refocus on what is true and important to you. And the most important person to you is yourself. You are the most important being to yourself. And then others will follow. Your husband ba, your wife ba, your children, your relatives, your friends, your co-workers. So everything becomes a dynamic of it, no? From you to others. So it's going to be a pyramid of concerns, okay? And there is also an International Self-Care Day that was established on July 23, 2011. No? It focused on the awareness and the importance of self-care and empowering people to acknowledge their knowledge and abilities of how to take good care of themselves. Okay. Accordingly, an empty lantern provides no light. Self-care is the fuel that allows your light to shine brightly. Now allow yourself to shine. Be your own person. Trust yourself that you can do things. Be confident with yourself. How can you empower other people to trust themselves, to be confident with themselves, to take good care of themselves when you yourself is not confident with yourself? Have you ever trust yourself that you will be able to do things accordingly? Did you ever believe in what you can do and what you cannot do? And were you able to stand up for yourself? Were you able to stand strong for yourself? You cannot tell others to stand strong when you aren't strong. You can't tell the weak to stand strong when you are weaker than them. So you have to be stronger than they are so that they'll be stronger for you too. Okay? So it's about give and take of your goodness in you. Okay? What's next? Okay, so there are 8 ways in making self-care a habit. The first thing that we have to do is to make yourself your priority. You have to recognize that it's okay and smart to take good care of yourself. You are your first person. You are your first priority. Once you take good care of yourself, then you can take care of others. How do we take care of ourselves? No, know what you need, know what you want, and from these needs and wants, distinguish it. Know what is important and know what is not important. No, know what is urgent for you and what is not urgent for you. To priority for yourself, to prioritize for yourself. No, what do I need at the moment? Do I need love? Do I need care? Do I need shelter? Do I need finances? My finance. So learn to balance it out and learn to recognize your needs and wants so that you'll be able to address it. And most of all, if it's about you, it's always good. Okay? Now, allow yourself to be different. Embrace your uniqueness, and in time comes, embrace change. Welcome change positively. Accordingly, what is constant in this world is change. Nothing else, nothing more. No, we change for what is good. We change for what is better of us. No, embrace that you are somebody different, but of course, you'll be able to adapt with people, to become flexible with people. You will not always stay the same way as you are. You have to learn to grow from where you are placed. Because if you will grow from where you are placed or you're seated, then you will be able to learn much about it. Now, because learning is a process and it's continuous, then therefore you'll be able to change accordingly. No, you will not just be in your position as accounting clerk forever. You'll have to move. And when you do move, you allow yourself to go with change. And when you go with change, you allow yourself to go with progress. And when you progress, you allow yourself to grow and become your better person. So allow yourself to be different, unique, yet able to go with the tides of change. Okay, so change is better when we embrace it, when we also allow ourselves to go through. Especially now in these times of pandemic, we learn to be more flexible in our approach with people, with others also, no, with even ourselves in our professions. So we allow ourselves to go with it, but also we stand out among everyone else also, not being kind of intimidating, but however we become more approachable in this life right now. It's not about intimidation, it's about being engaging, being positive, because we don't know that the person that we are with will not last long. No, so let's try to cherish every moment that we are with people, but most of all, never miss to find time for yourself. Okay, and hug yourself. No, nourish yourself and take a good sufficient rest and sleep. It's important that you learn to drink water regularly, to eat well regularly, no, to eat vegetables regularly, to avoid caffeine, no, kana siyang mga, although you take coffee at some point, but limit it also, no, and then tea or milk or chocolates, no, and then make sure to have a good sleep, good rest, no, take a nap during the day of your work. Example, you'll be having your break from 12 to 1. During after your lunch break, you can take a nap so that you can rest, and then you'll be able to re-energize yourself, no, you'll be able to have the energy back for your 1 o'clock until 4 o'clock or 1 to 3 o'clock, because the 1 to 3 o'clock is a very tempestuous time, no, it's for sleepyhead. So while you are rested, a nap will do, so that you'll be able to sustain yourself for the rest of the day. Okay, and if you are going to sleep, sleep well, rest well. Let your worries be for tomorrow. Remember, you worry because you have not done anything for the next day. So whatever it is that you needed to do for the next day, but you think you needed today, you can do it. No, so it's about managing your time and resources for it, so that you will not worry for the day. Remember, yesterday is a learning process. If you look back into your yesterday, learn from that one instead of you crying over it, because that has been in the past. Learn from it, and from that learning, bring it into your present. And in your present, live with the here and the now. No, this is your present. Live with it, and then whatever it is that tomorrow become, look forward to it, because a positive person looks forward for possibilities. Embrace change accordingly. Okay, so sleep. Yung daw nila, sleep like a baby, so that you realize that you have rested well. Okay, because those who cannot sleep well are people who are under stress. Now, if you are not into stress, sleep well, sleep soundly. It's so nice, no? And then, of course, take a breather, no? Have mindful moments, take a deep breath, no? Do breathing exercises. It's important that you'll be able to learn to manage your breathing. It will allow you to calm down, to relax, no? I'll just give you short breathing exercise, because the next meeting, I'll give you the deeper breath exercise. So as of this point, I will be giving you the Infinity 8 exercise. What does it mean? You draw an 8 though in your area if you can, no? Or you just draw it yourself. Okay, like that. So you start at the center. That means the moment you start at the center, you are breathing in. The moment you reach the center fold and you go for this one, that means you're breathing out. Okay, so let's try to do it. Can you open your cameras? I'd like to see how are you breathing now. Daghan man siguro mo ana nga mga areas. So I'd like to see if you're breathing. Okay, let's do some breathing exercises. Ayan, ragdaghan na kaya mo. Napay. Okay. So let me see if you are in your, okay. I'd like you to sit well so that you will be able to not slouch, because the moment we slouch, the more we become lazy. So when we do breathing exercise, we don't do slouching. We do have to attend to ourselves attentively, no? It's either you can extend your arms or you can do it like this para mas regulate yung blood movement, no? Or you can just stand up if you wanted to, or whatever it is that you are comfortable with. Okay, Quezon Bukidnon people, hello there. You're so plenty there. Okay, hi. So are we ready? Can we give ourselves, just you can lean on your seats, no, in your armrest, rest of your chair, no, so that you can be well. Okay, so how to do breathing? Let's just do the Infinity 8 exercise for breathing. Okay, when you do, when I do it at the center, you say breathe in. And when I reach the point, you breathe out. Okay? Until everything is lost out of your breathing. Okay? You breathe in through your nose, you release your breathing through your mouth. So you can uncover yourself from your face mask. I think nag-distancing man sad pud mo ana nga area, no? So I think you're safe in the area. Okay? Breathe in through your nose and then breathe out through your mouth. Okay? Can we do it? Are we gonna do it? Okay, try. Nothing to lose when we try. At least we tried something good for ourselves. Okay, can we do it? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, as in bring out all that you have inhaled from your lungs to the outside of you. No, breathe in. Okay. Can you do it? In 5, 4, 3, 2. I'd like to see you breathing in and breathing out. Unless, of course, bad breath mo, no? So, di mo mahinga din ang dapita. Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we do it? This is allowing ourselves to relax. Okay. So sometimes we are so tense, especially when we're talking to somebody that we are not so confident about, or we do something about it. So let's try to just do breathing. Okay. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, extend yun ang breathe. Okay, as in, engulf ninyo and then release. Okay, so okay, I'll do it. If it's not the I'll go with the in and out. Okay, everybody breathe in. Then out. Yeah, you're just laughing there. But I hope it works for you. To those who are working in, no? Dili pa murag swallow pa niya tanan, no? So that's different way. Pero like you have to. Ayan, it's allowing you to breathe in. Or you can close your eyes while you're doing it. Okay? So thank you. Can you give yourself a tap at your chest and say, good job? Okay? Thank you, myself. Very good. I like it. Oh, you're very admirable there, huh? Okay. And then, of course, since we are done with breathing exercises, we go with the next number. Seek for a professional help and connect with your support system, no? Never hesitate to talk to a guidance counselor, to a psychologist, and to a psychiatrist, no? Foreseeing them can help you break down your goals into easier achievable steps and support you in this goal, making yourself the priority. Remember, no? If you love yourself and you want to be helped, you will never hesitate to approach these people. Nano man, they can help you with your adjustment, with your concerns in life. Now, if your concern is about depression or anxiety and everything, we will assess you first as counselors, and afterwards we will be giving you, or we will be referring you to a psychologist for processing. Now, in case you really cannot manage yourself already for therapy or what, we will refer you to a psychiatrist. Then the psychiatrist will be taking good care of you and will be giving you medication. It's for 6 months or so, or it will be a maintenance for you if you will not help yourself. Now, if you love yourself, you have to learn to help yourself, because if not, the medicine will help you ease out for your adjustment or for other parts of you. So now, if you love yourself, you'll have to learn to take good care of yourself. But there are points in our lives when we are shaken and we wanted to be helped. Please never hesitate to approach them. Okay? And of course, learn how to express and describe your thoughts and feelings to people who are affecting you. No, learn to describe how do I feel right now? I feel devastated. I feel sad. I feel upset. I feel unhappy. Example for me in my office, I have this one. These are the different kinds of feelings that you have, okay? And you have to learn to, of course, describe how you feel. This is how I let my students describe how they feel when they look at the pictures if they cannot describe it, no? So that's how it is. However, to you who are already adults, it's best that you'll be able to describe yourself. I am upset right now. I am angry right now. I am devastated. I am depressed. I am lonely. I am happy. I am ecstatic. So there are a lot of words to describe how you feel. You are not only depressed, you must have been lonely. You must have been upset before you end up being depressed. So try to look into the basic about how you feel so that you are not just going to be ecstatic about letting a lot of people know that you are like this. So learn to describe it. No, do not be afraid to tell others that you're upset. Or, sir, I am upset with you, sir, because you embarrass me. And I don't want to be embarrassed, no? If you respect me, sir, you'll call me to your office and talk to me. Okay? So this is one way of being mature in our perspective now. To managers, to RMs, to those who are in position, no? If ever you are going to correct your employees, correct them in private so that they will not be embarrassed and they will not have low self-esteem. No one would like to be embarrassed. So if you want to correct someone, make sure to correct someone in private. Not everyone can hear it, but if you are going to praise this person, you can praise this person in front of other people, because that will also build the confidence and the trust of the person to oneself. You understand? So if there are corrections, if there are rooms for improvement that you want from this person, call the person in your office. There is nothing to lose on being professional in your approach, because that is being human and not divine though. Okay? So to managers, to everyone who are in position right now in FICCO, try to approach your employees in a most professional but most humane way by calling in them privately if you want to give them feedback, and you wanted them to improve. You can tell them, I appreciate how you are in this area, but I want you to improve in this area. Okay? So if there are corrections, if there are feedbackings, call the person in private. If there's praising, call the person's attention in public so that everyone will know that this person did a good job, and learn to appreciate them also so that they will feel good, especially when you're at the office. Persons at the office would like to work well when they are seen and appreciated. And if they think so, there is a need to improve when they're given feedbacks about their work. Welcome change, welcome feedback positively so that you will grow from it. And then your work will not disturb you, and when you go home, you will not be disturbed from all of this that bothers you from your work. Okay? We can see if you have problems with your RMs or your managers, and then learn to approach the person. You can sit down with the person. If it's your manager or your coworker, you can sit with the coworker and feedback to the person that you don't feel good about her, or to the other person. Learn to observe protocols in your approaches, especially in your approach to management, or example feedback. If you don't like the manager, then sit down and talk with the manager. If the manager will not do anything about it, then you can also refer it to somebody else who is also in the paradigm of your feedbacking. Don't just rant and rant. Instead of you ranting on Facebook, on Instagram about how you feel, a mature person does not rant and post those stuffs in social media. Rather, the person approach the person he is concerned with and talk to that person. You understand? Because mature people approach problems and concerns maturely by speaking and by sharing it out, not sharing it to the world. If there's something you have to share to the world, it must be something good about you. And if that's something that you do not feel about, talk to the person who does not make you feel good about. Okay? That is about learning to manage your emotions, okay, and your concerns. And then, of course, be reminded that in this pandemic, you are never alone, You have people around you who are supporting you, your family, your children, your husband, your wife, your friends. They may not be able to see, you may be able to see them face to face, but you can see them online. So you can call them through video call or text or chat, And your office mates here at FICCO, thank them. I say thank you to each one of them for being there with you, The pandemic is never easy, but having these kind of people along your workplace allows you to have an easier life, that you look forward to waking up and to coming to work. I don't think so every one of you are so excited to go to work as much as I would be. Because some of you may not want to go to work because you are not happy going to work. Now, if you're not happy going to work, check on yourself. What made me not happy going to work? Why am I feeling like this? So you learn to assess yourself and then talk to someone which is reliable in your office, and then who will be giving you an objective feedbacking so that you'll be able to realize it. Okay? So yeah, remember also, appreciate and give hugs to people, especially when you're home to your kids. But be careful, because especially when you're outside, make sure to take a bath first before you get inside your house, to really make sure you sanitize yourself now before you approach the persons at home. Because if you love them, you also want them to be safe no matter what. No? And may I remind you, remember, your mental well-being is very essential too. That's why you have to learn to take good care of yourself. Okay? Then deal with your concerns and manage it. Focus on what you can control. There are 5 things you can control in your life. First things first, your feelings. No, you can control how you feel and how you respond to everything that's coming your way. Another one is your routine. What do you do? How do you do things? When I would, especially on a Saturday, would I want to wake up early? Would I want to wake up late? Okay, would I want to eat this one? Would I not eat this one? So that's part of it. You're following your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter. No, you can outdo that one, or somehow also your games, your online games, your Dota, your ML. You can outdo that. No, if you think so, it's giving you stress and it's disturbing you, then you can also manage that one, or even meeting your family and some of your friends. So these are the 5 F's you can control in your life: your feelings, your visible routines, your followings, no, your online followings, or anything else, at least the family and the friends. I hope you be reminded of that. And beyond all of that one, you cannot control. You cannot change somebody because you want them to change. That person will change because he chooses to change for himself. Okay, if there are changes in you, that is your choice. No one can tell you change, but make sure that when you change is for the good. Try to listen also to feedbacks. Then we welcome feedbacks positively. If it's good for you, take it. If it's not good for you, let it be. And then also let it be, and then assess it if it's gonna be good for you or later on. Okay. Number 7 to that is love yourself and reward yourself with a me time. No, find time to read a book, have a good long bath. No, especially when you go home, enjoy the moment. Diba, when we go to the office, we're so excited and we are so fast in taking a bath. Now, when you go home, find time to enjoy soaking in your water and your bath. No, you can play with bubbles if you wanted to, because you wanted just to feel relaxed. And then though it may waste shampoos or soap, but at least when you lather yourself, no, but at least now you'll be able to realize that you are comforting yourself. You are allowing yourself to be comforted at the moment. No, take time to sit down and relax. Sometimes it's okay to not just do anything, to just have to take a pause. No, ayun dala magtanga lang. Pwede ra siya at some point, pwede ra siya, pero it will not last long that you have to make tanga always. You have to be productive, but at some point, allow yourself to rest, no? To just pause, to just stretch, and not say anything and not do anything. Wala lang, because at some point, you just want to be with yourself, okay? Have some desserts, no? Give yourself a great big hug a day. No one can give you a hug, no? Because it's pandemic, so give that hug to yourself and say, I love you, myself. We can manage, we can do it. No, so allow yourself to give that hug. No, give your love for yourself. If others cannot love you, why not love yourself? Okay, so Anasha, and then be true to yourself. Know what you want and know what you're capable of doing. Love you, be true to yourself, be honest about yourself. No, that's being beautiful about, when you tell others about how you feel and how you think about things, that's being honest to yourself. That means you love yourself. Okay, so please, that's a reminder. And if you love yourself, you will never ever think of hurting yourself. If you love yourself, you are the last person to think of hurting yourself, because you will never ever hurt yourself. Remember, those who does not love themselves hurt themselves and allow others to hurt them. Please, no, if you love yourself, you will never let anybody hurt you in any form possible, nor abuse you as a person and as an individual. Okay, so please value yourself. Make sure that your work values work for you. It's very important, and that means you are significant to yourself. Okay, and then of course, practice grit. No, be grateful, be resilient, have integrity, and be tenacious. Being grateful means being kind to being thankful for everything that's coming your way, big or small. We are thankful, no? Now we are thankful because we're alive. Now we're thankful because we're healthy. Now we're thankful because our family is complete. We are thankful because we have a work, we have an office mate, we have an office, we are able to have our salary, we're able to breathe, no, we're able to talk, we're able to laugh. Well, others could not. So you have a lot of things to be thankful about. In little and big things, be thankful, no? You have a work, love your work, no? Make sure you are really doing what we're ought to do, no? So be honest about it, okay? And then of course, no, be considerate about yourself, be compassionate about yourself, give yourself a chance to be kind to yourself. If you're kind to other people, you'll be kinder to yourself, no? You'll be more considerate about yourself, no? You'll be true to who you are and to what you wanted to be, no? If you understand other people, you must understand yourself, no? You'll be able to do good for yourself, no? And of course, be resilient. You have the capacity to withstand adversities and challenges in life by coping positively because you can do it, no? As they said, tough times don't last, tough people do. Be like a bamboo or be like what do we call this one, no? A ball, di ba? Whatever you bounce it on it, kaya basketball magid mo, no? It always goes up. No matter how downtrodden you are, you'll always have to pick up yourself. Even if you're sad, you will never be sad forever. You'll always have something good that's coming your way. Look for a positive light of you, no? According to Robert Schuller, he said, tough times don't last, tough people do. So therefore, you're tough because you're able to sustain yourself into this, no? And then of course, as part of integrity, be persistent in seeking what you value or desire. Remember your values, no? Your values will make you your own person. Be honest to yourself, be honest to people that you are dealing with, be honest at work, no? If it's not yours, don't touch it, no? If it's about money, you know it's not yours, do not touch it, no? Because it's not yours, definitely. So if and then you live within your means. If this is important, then do so. Save while you can. You are into the cooperative, so save while you can. And if not, then we'll be able to manage it out. And then when you say it, you mean it. That's part of integrity, no? Valuing and honor what you are saying because you'll be stand by the truth, stand with what is good, and stand with what is right. Be just. Okay, that's part of integrity, no? And then also in your working hours, be prompt in your working hours, honor your working hours, and know your priorities also because that's part of you having integrity at work and even at home. So when you go home to your places, to your homes, I'd be happy about it because you are letting your work values work for you. And of course, tenacious. What is tenacious? Tenacious is being tenacity, no? It's not giving up, no? Even in difficult times, you will never give up yourself, no? You may rest a bit, but you don't quit, no? You find courage within you. You learn to stand strong. You learn to be brave for yourself because you know that no matter what am I into right now, I will be able to sustain myself. Ba? As you look at these fisher folks here in the picture, this is in these times of pandemic. My friend, no, Rex Tagapulot really had it on his, when he woke up early morning, I mean at dawn in their place there at Bunbun, he was able to take a picture of this one. The family was waiting for the papa to be able to catch fish, no, in the ocean, in the sea. And then he interviewed them, for how long have you been here? We've been here for the night, sir, but then we haven't caught anything. So is this every day that you're doing? Yes, sir. There are times that we couldn't catch fish, but we did not stop. We have to continue because we have a family, we have ourselves to take good care of. This is not the time for us to quit, especially in this time of pandemic. See, you have all the reason not to quit in life. You are blessed. Be thankful you are blessed because others are not as blessed as you. You have a job, make good at your job. No, do your work well, finish it well. According to Stephen Covey, begin with the end in mind. What does it mean? When you start it, you make sure to finish it. No, focus with what your priorities are. Focus in what you're doing because that means you are a completer. You are never a quitter. Okay, so learn to be proactive so that you'll be able to reach out and become a positive person. You start it with a positive mind and ends it with a positive attitude too. Okay? So it says, rest if you must, but you never quit. I hope no one of you will quit in life, but continue to live and to challenge yourself to live day by day. One step at a time, one day at a time. You will be blessed. Okay? And according to Roy T. Benny, he said, accept yourself, love yourself, and keep moving forward. If you want to fly, you have to give up what weighs you down. Learn to let go of what hurts you. Learn to let go of what pains you. Rather, go and live to where you are right now, because you know you are worth all the love in the world. And in fact, courage doesn't mean you don't get afraid, no? Courage go some you will. After all, life is about hope, it's about love, it's about courage, and it's about believing that there is something good that's coming our way. When you don't, if, when things doesn't work the way it is right now, try again. No, there is nothing to lose when you try again. If relationship didn't work well, then try again. Perhaps another will come again. If you were not able to give birth, I mean, you have a child, then try again. Nothing to. There are a lot of ways to do it. No, so instead of allowing ourselves to be stressed in this one and be challenged and not being to be able to disregard ourselves from all of this one, why not allow ourselves to do something good for ourselves? Why not reward ourselves with something good, so that at one way or the other we will be able to realize our own potential of being good. Diba? Okay, and I have like to credit this people, this site that I had, no, Psych Central, the Codependent by Melody Betty, my association, the Philippine Guidance and Counseling Association of the Philippines, and the Psychological Association of the Philippines, where I am linked with because I'm associated with, and quotes from the Chicken Soup for the Soul, and of course Fisher Folks quotes from, of course, that picture that I had from Mr. Rex Eduave Tagapol. I end my sharing in that area. However, before I will end my slides, I'll also have to share to you a video before I will.
What's up, guys? Alright, you guys ready to roll? 2, 3, 4.
Try everything. Try everything. Ooh, yeah. I messed up tonight. I lost another fight. I still mess up, but I'll just start again. I keep falling down. I keep on hitting the ground. I always get up now to see what's next. Birds don't just fly, they fall down and get up. Nobody learns without getting it wrong. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end. Then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I can fail. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end. Then I'll start again. So I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. Look how far you've come. You filled your heart with love. Baby, you've done enough. Take a deep breath. Don't beat yourself up. Don't need to run so fast. Sometimes we come last, but we did our best. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end. Then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end. Then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. I'll keep on making those new mistakes. I'll keep on making them every day. Those new mistakes. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end. Then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. I won't give up.
And that's it, no? May we be reminded that we never give up on ourselves, no? We try again, no matter how difficult life may be for us or everything that we are going through right now. It might not be as easy as can be, but we will never give up. We try again, we get up, we pick up ourselves, and then let's go conquer the world. Every day is a blessing. Let us continue to live forward and to look forward to. And according to John Maxwell, he said, our winning attitude allows us to look forward to hope for, and to live for. That life is beautiful, no matter whatever circumstances we have, because we are always worth the love in the world. So, okay, so let's stay hopeful, let's stay optimistic, and let's stay blessed. Thank you and good afternoon, everybody.
That's it. Thank you so much, Ma'am Rosalie. So, naabot tayo mga questions. Pwede tayo maka-raise sa atong hand para ma-acknowledge. Wala man po tayo questions sa atong chat box, no? So, anyone? Na siya giingon, speak now or forever hold your peace. So if you have any questions, please do raise your hand to be acknowledged. Ma'am, sir? Wala? So
You can ask questions if you'd like. If you don't want to ask orally, you can just have it at the chat box.
let me see. Wala tayo question.
Did you understand? Was I too fast? I'm sorry if I was too fast. But did you understand? You just make it a yes. If you understood, you can just click the thumbs up or whatever. But if you did not understand me, wow. Did I reach out to you?
Any clarification?
Clarifications or if it helps? Okay. Thank you. Lapasan. Hi from Lapasan branch. I hope this one is significant to you simply because no one else can help you. There are a lot of people who may help you, but to decide to be helped, it will always be yours. Remember, to decide to stand for yourself, that is yours. That's your decision. No one else will push you to your wall to decide for them. You really have to stand strong for yourself. To stand proud, to stand loud.
So question lang siguro, ma'am, no, kung naamang gani, nabad ako na yung slides, ani, so we will, yes, we will provide you with the
Yes, I will be sharing my slides on this one, even for the next one.
Yes, so, pero kung pwede sa next, after na lang siguro sa next na session para isa ka slide, isa ka, ano lang, email.
Okay.
I guess
I think you don't have questions.
Oh, no, we will just make it up. What's this? Like,
yeah, you can make an appointment with me through Miss Kay. She's gathering your appointments so that I'll be able to sit down with you, and then we'll do have sessions and we will do assessment as to which extent of help we would be giving you, no? So if it's counseling or it's about psychotherapy or psychiatric help, okay? Please, no, if it's about you, never hesitate to ask for help, because if you love yourself, you want to be helped. Always remember that, because you matter most to yourself and then to others. Interactive kasi Lapasan. Hi Lapasan, thank you, na-touch ko. Gusto
ay, mamayang.
Ay, siya tiyang dana.
I think so. Ay, mamayang.
Okay. You don't have questions? Seryoso mo? Did you learn something or it was just too fast for you? Feeling na ko ba? Ako na nagyaw-yaw doon iba. Okay. Hi from Aglayan. Hi from Salay. Ako na panawag nila, no? Hi from Upol. From Malaybalay. Hi, Ate Marcel. Where is Ate Marcel? Okay. Hi from Don Carlos. From Quezon, ako nag-acknowledge kay very attentive kayo sila. Hi! From Pagadian. Oh, last time, interactive ka pa ni Pagadian ba? Hi, QC! Ako hi, Sir June! Hi, M. Calo! Ay, Davao! Hello! From Ozamis! And from Quezon City, hello. From Makati, hi, Lionel. Over on your group in there. San Franz, hello. From Cebu, hi. Okay, from Maranding, hi Cindy. Hi Ines. From Hingoog, from Camiguin. Ako na nagkuan sila, nag-greeter, no? From Mental, Balingwan. Where there's a lot, yun ay. Hi to Malaywating, Bayugan, Puerto, Dipolog, and what's this one? Maramag, Bacoor, Maranding, Surigao. Hi, Miss Martha. Hi, Sir Ron, Nomi. From Iligan, Turil, Badass, from the IT group, Sir Johnson. Hi, Kia Johnson. And of course, to Fico Lapan. And hi, Sir Egay. And the rest of you, as in there's a lot of you, hi, and everyone. Okay, I hope you're having a great time wherever you are and you're safe and sound. I believe you're excited to go home already because it's 5 o'clock. I was like, if this is the time that we're gonna have it, I don't think so. They would like to stay for so long because they wanted to meet and to beat the due of our curfew. So I believe they would just wanted to go home after this. Just want to listen afterwards, go home. Okay. So I think that's what they wanted. I just think, but I hope it is.
Yes. Wala naman siguro yung mga questions. So again, maghatag lang mig na may kuan si Lapasan kung pwede ba mahatag ang presentation kay para nasa something to look back. So i-email na ako ni Ma'am Sir ang presentation ni Ma'am Tata.
Yeah. I will be sending it to Miss K also by the next time. All of it all together na. Because this is just a wrap up of a lot of things. But when it goes with stress management, there's a lot it's comprising. So we'll be looking back into this also, relating to this one for the next session that we will be having. Okay?
Okay. So thank you so much, Ma'am Rosalie, Ma'am Tata, for today's webinar. Thank you everyone for joining in this afternoon's session. So again, this is in 2 parts. So ang next session na to, webinar will be on Thursday, August 12 at 4 p.m. So hope to see you all on Thursday. Thank you once again. So take enough rest because tomorrow is another day.
Yeah.
God bless everyone.
Thank you and God bless you all. Have a safe rest and safe stay home. Thank you. God bless you.
Aman ang dangas!
Hey Darius, kugo na day ka day. Yay! Welcome back, Daring.
Makasita, dili mo ta makastorya no, wala ka tay mic no? Kita ka balos bay. Wow, nice.